From the nation's capital in Monrovia, welcome to Prime News 1, 45 minutes of the most captivating news information about Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our global village. I'm out to be on top of this Tuesday, November 28, 2023, 7 p.m. edition. In our top stories this evening, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission issues asset exit declaration mandate for officials of the WES administration. LCC Chairperson, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, says the action demonstrates commitment to ethical conduct and integrity.
LCC hereby issues this public notice to all outgoing officials to declare their assets by filing an asset declaration form with the LCC no later than Tuesday, and I repeat, no later than Tuesday, December 12th.
President George Weah writes the 54th legislature requesting extension to submit the 2024 national budget attributes the delay to holding of the 2023 presidential and legislative election. Also coming up,
it is a caveat that we are sending to the government that is incoming, an attempt to begin to harm officials of the CDC. We do not want, as President Weah said, it must be us to maintain the peace of Liberia. If you think that you're going to go after people, they try to provoke them and try to harm their person, it will be counterproductive.
Police in Bong County charges Representative Josiah Marvin Cole and 9 others with multiple crimes for brutal act meted against health worker. But Representative Cole described police charges as witch hunt. Of the home front, Sierra Leone's government has designated Sunday's disorder in which armed men attack institutions in the capital city as an attempted coup. One person has been killed at an election rally for Democratic Republic of Congo opposition leader Moise Katumbi, his party has said. These development and other interesting stories are packaged on this edition. But first, here's Barclay Conley and the news bulletin. Good evening, Barclay.
Good evening. Good evening, Arthur, and good evening, Liberia. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has issued a mandate calling on all outgoing officials of the WES administration to carry out assets exit declaration to no later than December 12, 2023. According to an LCC release issued Tuesday in Monrovia, the anti-graft institution said the process involves providing a comprehensive list of assets including properties, financial holdings, investment, and any other financial interests. Section 5.2 of the amended and restated Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission Act ensures the responsibility of the LCC in executing Liberia's asset declaration and verification regime. Speaking at a news conference Tuesday, LCC Chairperson Councillor Alexandra Zoe vowed to verify information that will be provided to ensure accuracy and compliance with legal standards. Councillor Zoe described the notice as a vital step in ensuring transparency and accountability by outgoing officials of government. The LCC boss argued that the exit declaration of assets serves as a fundamental practice to demonstrate the commitment of outgoing officials to ethical conduct and integrity through their incumbency. It added that if the outgoing officials of the WES administration declare their assets, it will contribute to promotion of a fair, just, and corruption-free system. President George Weah has written the legislature requesting for an extension to submit the 2024 fiscal draft national budget by 26 working days, beginning October 31, 2023. In a letter addressed to House Speaker Bafo Timos, President Weah said his request for extension is premised on the just ended presidential and legislative elections, which according to him have impacted the preparation process. The Liberian leader in his communication mentioned that while he is conscious that the extension will reduce the time available to the legislature to approve the national budget before the next fiscal year, it was important not to undermine the role of the IMF in the budget preparation process. President Weah in his communication said he hopes announced that the additional time requested would enable government to incorporate possible concerns of the IMF and other stakeholders, thereby firming up the necessary resources envelope along with priority expenditures that will be approved for the start of the new fiscal year 2024. Section 17.1 of the amended and restated Public Financial Management Law of 2019 provides that the President shall submit the proposed budget and accompanying documents to the legislature no later than 2 months before the start of the fiscal year. Meanwhile, members of the legislature have provided diverse views about the President's communication. The lawmaker in their argument requested that President Weah be specific whether he wants the legislature to extend its final sitting beyond the scheduled closing date, as the body is expected to close its sixth session on December 8, 2023. The motion to adopt plenary session was made by Lofa County defeated Representative Francis Yumaling. Police in Bong County have charged Representative Josiah Marvin Coe with criminal facilitations, criminal solicitation, criminal conspiracy, and physical obstruction of government function. The police added that the lawmakers' action contravenes sections 10.2, 10.3, 10.4 of the Penal Code of Liberia, reportedly acting on the lawmakers' other staffers of the Bong County District No. 3 lawmaker early this month alleged they beat the officer in charge of the Bonota Clinic, Alison Colley, a member of the Unity Party, for holding political meetings at the clinic. The Coalition for Democratic Change lawmaker was charged Tuesday, November 28 alone. 9 of his supporters, including Wilhelmina Willie, C. Tao Walonfa, and others, when contacted, Representative Josiah Marvin Coe admitted being informed and acquainted with his charges by police in Banga, but described the police action as witch hunt. According to Representative Coe, since the allegation was levied against him, the Liberia National Police Bong County Detachment has failed to investigate the incident in getting a side of the story, but was shocked by police charges against him. A U.S. delegation, which included the Chargé d'Affaires Catherine Rodriguez from the U.S. Embassy near Monrovia on Tuesday, had discussion with President-elect Joseph Boakai and Vice President-elect Jeremiah Bankun on Liberia-U.S. relations. According to Prime FM, reported conversation during the meeting centered around how the Boakai administration will work with the U.S. government to intensify the fight against corruption in Liberia, particularly holding corrupt officials accountable. The U.S. involved in a brief meeting with President-elect Joseph Boakai's resident in Pinsville. The President-elect assured the U.S. dedication of effective governance and his government's commitment in fighting corruption. The conversation preceded the delegation's congratulations message to President-elect Joseph Boakai on his election as the President-elect of the Republic of Liberia. The Lutheran Church in Liberia has joined national government and warned to celebrate this year's 16 Days of Activism campaign with a call for serious action against one of the world's most persistent violations of human rights, violence against women. Addressing a news conference Tuesday in Monrovia, Lutheran Bishop Reverend Dr. Victor Palmo stressed the need for citizens, including government and partners, to unite in raising awareness in improving laws and services to end violence against women and girls. The 16 Days of Activism against Gender-Based Violence is an international campaign that is commemorated annually to reinforce, elevate, and collaborate efforts intended to end all forms of violence against women and girls from around the world. The campaign runs each year beginning 25th November, commemorating the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, to the 10th of December, which is International Human Rights Day. Bishop Palmo lamented that violence against women and girls continue to occur at an alarming scale in every country around the world, and it has been accepted as a normal behavior which global culture of discrimination against women and girls allows violence to occur with impunity. The Lutheran bishop mentioned that the scars of sexual and gender-based violence are so far-reaching that they are at times prevent women and girls from reaching their full potential. He added that to end violence against women and girls, everyone must challenge the attitudes that perpetuate, rationalize, and normalize violence and deny women's rights to safety. A pro-democracy group, Girls Alliance for Future Leadership, has honored and certificated 3 distinguished ladies as role models for girls across the country. On December 19, 2011, the United Nations General Assembly declared October 11 each year as the International Day of the Girl to recognize girls' rights and the unique challenges girls are facing around the world. The 3 women honored by the Alliance include Imane Pearson, Deputy Governor for Operation at the Central Bank of Liberia, Lisa White, Manager of Public Affairs, Lone Star Cell, MTL, and Sarah Brown, the head nurse at the Redemption Hospital in the borough of Newcretown on the Bourgeois Island. Speaking at the ceremony, the advocacy officer of the Alliance, Kadiatu Ba, said their decision to recognize the honorees was based on their efforts aimed at inspiring young girls to seek higher height in the socio-economic arena. Responding, the honorees in separate statement lauded the Girl Alliance for Future Leadership for their awards while challenging young women and girls to be role model for each one. The National Chairman of the Liberia National Union is calling on defeated legislative candidate in District Number 12, Maserati County, Richmond Anderson, to abandon the ongoing legal challenge against the district representative-elect Jerry Yokbo at the National Elections Commission. Recently defeated legislative candidate Richmond Anderson took legal challenge against the result by NEC on allegation that Representative-elect Jerry Yokbo allegedly manipulated the vote for his victory by the National Elections Commission. Speaking in an interview with reporters in Monrovia, Lano National Chairman Jerome to accept the result for peace to prevail in the district and abandon the ongoing legal challenge against the NEC. According to him, the party will be communicating its proposal to Mr. Anderson to prevent their legal battle impacting development in the district and undermining unity among the district residents. Many Liberians have expressed frustration over charges leveled against Lawrence K. Williams, the driver of the vehicle that ran into jubilant supporters of the Unity Party, leaving 3 persons dead and several others injured. On November 25, the Monrovia City Court issued a writ of arrest which asserted that the alleged act of Lawrence is unlawful, illegal, wicked, and intentional, adding that it is in violation of Chapter 14, Section 14.1, 14.20, and 14.23 of the Revised Penal Code of Liberia. Speaking to Prime FM Tuesday in Monrovia, they expressed belief that Lawrence K. Williams did not commit the crimes alone, but there are other accomplices whose evil intent has injured peaceful citizens. According to them, national government must ensure that all those linked to the incident are brought to justice to relieve the pains and griefs families of the victims are going through currently. They describe the act as inhumane. As such, Lawrence K. Williams must not go with impunity. A non-profit and non-governmental organization, Your Vote, Your Right, has congratulated the National Elections Commission for one term as successful conduct of the just elections. The organization in the press release also extended its congratulations to the Liberia National Security, participating political parties, independent candidates, poll watchers, the media, and the general voting population for holding the promises of the principles of peaceful coexistence and national safety during the elections. They said the outcomes of the 2023 presidential and legislative elections show the full readiness of Liberians to build their country democratically and equally with new dynamism of social and national responsibility as provided by laws. On the other hand, the group continued an unprovoked terroristic attack on several Liberians who are believed to be members of the Unity Party while expressing and jubilating the outcome of the election result. The news bulletin is back to you, Atobia.
Many thanks to Barclay Conley for the presentation of our news bulletin. The news bulletin is a regular segment on Prime News Run. Big stories we following this evening. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission issued asset exit declaration mandate for officials of the WES administration. LACC chairperson, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, says the action demonstrates commitment to ethical conduct and integrity. President George Weah writes at the 54th Legislature requesting extension to submit the 2024 national budget, attributes the delay the holding of the 2023 presidential and legislative election. Also in the news this evening, police in Bong County charges Representative Josiah Marvin Cole and 9 others with multiple crimes for brutal act murder against health worker. But Representative Cole describes police charges as witch hunt. Away from Liberia, Sierra Leone's government has designated Sunday's disorder in which armed men attacked institutions in the capital city as an attempted coup. One person has been killed at an election rally for Democratic Republic of Congo opposition leader Moise Katumbi, his party has said. But I'll go straight into our mainline stories. As you may have heard in the news bulletin, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has issued a mandate calling on all outgoing officials of the WES administration to carry out asset exit declaration no later than December 12, 2023. Speaking at a news conference Tuesday, LACC chairperson, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, vowed to verify information that will be provided to ensure accuracy and compliance with legal standards.
LACC hereby issues this public notice to all outgoing officials to declare their assets by filing an asset declaration form with the LACC no later than Tuesday, and I repeat, no later than Tuesday, December 12, 2023. A declaration process will involve providing a comprehensive list of assets, including but not limited to properties, financial holdings, investment, and other relevant financial interests. This information will be treated with the utmost confidentiality as provided for in a new LACC Act of 2022 and will be subject to verification to ensure accuracy and compliance with legal standards. This notice is a vital step in ensuring transparency and accountability by outgoing officials of government. This asset declaration of assets also serves as a fundamental practice to demonstrate the commitment of outgoing officials to ethical conduct and integrity throughout their incumbency. By openly disclosing their financial interests, outgoing officials contribute to the promotion of a fair, just, and corruption-free system. Your cooperation is highly critical on this matter, and we trust that all exiting officials will approach this declaration with the seriousness that it deserves.
She is the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission chairperson, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, there speaking at a news conference. Police in Bong County have charged Representative Josiah Marvin Cole with criminal facilitation, criminal conspiracy, and physical obstruction of government function. The police added that the lawmaker's action contravenes Section 10.2, 10.3, 10.4 of the Penal Code of Liberia. When contacted, Representative Josiah Marvin Cole admitted being informed and acquainted with his charges by police in Banga, Bong County, but described the police action as a witch hunt. We'll come back to Representative Marvin Cole.
I believe this is an act of witch hunt. While that incident was going on, all the Unity partisans, in fact, Martha Morris, who alleged that 500 men Jomo and Peter, they were saying, oh, he must go to jail, he must go to jail. And there's a caveat that we are sending to the government that is incoming. An attempt to begin to harm officials of the CDC. We do not want, as President we are saying they must be able to maintain the peace of Liberia. If you think that you want to go after people and try to provoke them and try to haunt their persons, it will be counterproductive. I mean, this is wrong for our country. In fact, my child that was taken to the court, the judge asked them, where is the complainant? The complainant was never anywhere to be found. He told the judge and he said, no, but we cannot even hold this defendant. So we're asking the lawyer to stand to them. Everybody should come out on Friday. We want the complainant to be in person.
How many persons were charged, including you?
No, my understanding is the charge 8%. I have not been charged because that is not a charge. I signed it as a Robert charge and I signed it as Vincent. It's something that I can get credence for. I was invited at the manifestation and I went there. What a courtesy. I decided to submit to the process of the law. When I went there, he informed me and pointed me on my marital rights and what happened. It was delayed. So I told them my lawyer was not present. On November 9, I could have turned for us to have a conversation. November 9, I returned. The complainant was never around to be found. I mean, checking, I returned. And she was never around. So my utmost surprise, I'm sitting at my house. I got a call from the police station that you have been charged with criminal facilitation. How you charge somebody criminal facilitation when you have not heard? When you are investigating, I've not had an opportunity to do it. Because you pass for the law enforcement officer. But if you can start yourself the way you are conducting yourself, I'm highly disappointed. Today, I went to the police station because I was advised by my lawyer, I was advised by the council and Tony that I was going to stay there. We wanted to please come to the police station. I went to the police station. In fact, it was a serious argument among them that you have not investigated or you have not listened to him. So he's 100% right if he's saying, I mean, it's against him. And they asked me that I should please go. They were asked the complainant to
Bong County Electoral District 3 Representative Josiah Marvin Cole questioning police charges against him of criminal facilitation, criminal conspiracy, and physical obstruction of government function. The police charged Representative Cole and 9 others. The national chairman of the Liberia National Union is called an undefeated legislative candidate in District 12, Monserrate County, Richmond Anderson, to abandon ongoing legal challenge against the district representative-elect Jerry Yokbo at the National Elections Commission. Speaking in an interview with reporters in Monrovia, LANU National Chairman Jerome Sloju called on Mr. Anderson to accept the result of a peace to prevail in the district and abandon the ongoing legal challenge at the National Elections Commission.
Well, LANU expect to see that the peace of this country is sustained. As you well know, that following the election of Ambassador Boaka, he extended our message of congratulations to him. So we know that the only is a statement and we believe that it will produce for the nation. And so we expect that the peace of the nation will be sustained and we'll have to move forward. Yes, I came to the knowledge of the party, but where we are now as a nation and people, we just feel that at this time, let us move forward and see how we can build our institution and how to build this nation. That's where we stand now as a party. Where we stand now as a party, I think what is most important is the peace of this country. The stability that we stand as a party. But I say where we stand now, the best and most important thing to do is to foster the peace of the nation instead of dividing ourselves. See, but what we are saying now, there's a need that we want the process so that the peace can continue to go in this country. I mean, we employ election commission for the level of work that they have done for this country to gather where we are, that people are not running helter-skelter. We will also commend His Excellency President we are for conceding defeat. I think that's one of the tenets of democracy. We will also, extended, like we said, we extended acknowledgement message to Ambassador Boaka. Yes, I mean, let them move forward. I mean, let election, I will speak to him and let them move on as a people. Yes. But for now, what we say now, I think that is much more paramount concern with everybody is the peace of this country. Okay?
The national chairman of the Liberia National Union, that's LANU, Jerome Sloju, there speaking. Many Liberians have expressed frustration over charges leveled against Lawrence K. Williams, the driver of the vehicle that ran into jubilant supporters of the Unity Party, leaving 3 persons dead and several others injured. Speaking to Prime FM, Fusion Morovia, the Express believe that Lawrence K. Williams did not commit the crime alone, but there are other accomplices whose evil intent has injured peaceful citizens.
The reason why we voted for them for me is because we want justice. So if justice be to influence duty, then you go, then you let it deal with him by the law. So maybe that guy is a cruel guy, maybe he fought the war before. Yes. I'm happy for the decision in the state. So you have to be, when I go with impunity, you have to be penalized for that. In human level, and up to now, we're talking gap to a critical list. And so, boy, as I hear you say, we'll amputate somebody, either the hand or the foot.
Being charged with murder is the court decision. And secondly, I believe within myself that it was not his one on that mission. Who is supporter that was near him to do that act. So the court take a decision, but it will not bring those that had died already. The 3 persons that had died, it will not bring them back. It's a pain to their family. It's a security personnel. So I think he's supposed to know all the 30 in and try to make a person to say what they're supposed to say. But they are taking side with him because maybe one way or the other they know the reason why they are taking side with him. But if they are being all up, they are forcing because they can't wait to interrogate him that he will be able to speak up, but they are taking their length with him so he will not speak up.
Some Liberians there speaking to Prime FM expressing frustration over charges leveled against Lawrence K. Williams, the driver of the vehicle that ran into jubilant supporters of the Unity Party, leaving 3 persons dead and several others injured. At this juncture, we join Fatoumata Barry for the latest in the world of sports. Good evening, Fatou.
Good evening, Tabia. Good evening, Liberia. The 2023-2024 National County Sports Meet 16 December 2023, as it will be hosted by River G, Montserrado, Nimba in Margibi counties. The opening ceremony will be held in River G County on 16 December when River G face Grand Jide in both the kickball and football categories on the day. The kickball match will commence the opening of the National County Sports Meet, and that fixture will kick off at 2 p.m. In the football category, the county meets will officially kick off at 4 p.m. on the day in Fishtown. Matches will continue on December 17 in Montserrado, Margibi, and Nimba County. In Montserrado County on 17 December, Grand Cape Mount will take on Bomi at 11 a.m. Montserrado will take on Gbapolu at 12 p.m. Cape Mount will take on Bomi at 2 p.m. In the football category, Montserrado will take on Gbapolu at 4 p.m. In Group C in Nimba County, River Cess will take on Grand Crew at 11 a.m. In the kickball category, Nimba will take on Bon at 12 p.m. to conclude the category. In the football category, River Cess will face Grand Crew at 2 p.m. while Nimba will take on Bon at 4 p.m. In Margibi County, Margibi will take on Grand Bassa at 2 p.m. in the kickball category, as the football category of that fixture will officially kick off at 4 p.m. on the day. Elsewhere, Mighty Barrow goes atop of the orange-sponsored first tier league table, equal on points with defending champions Liska, but separated on goal difference. Round 11 of the first tier league concluded on Sunday, 26 November 2023, as matches played at 3 venues across the country. Mighty Barrow defeated LPRC Oilers 3-1 away from home to emerge atop of the league table, while Liska shared the spoils 2-2 away to Freeport FC and dropped to second in the table, equal on points 23 with Barrow. Watanga narrow 2-1 win away to CC United saw them finish the round third in the table. Emmanuel Sie net his 8th goal of the league season on the day to maintain his position in the highest goal scorer race. In a Pinsway derby, FC Cologne conceded another massive defeat against Heaven 11 as the Messengers move up to 4th place in the league table with 19 points in 10 matches. Pinsway FC were back to winning ways on the day at the Anthony Tubman Stadium with a narrow 2-1 win, while Nimba Kwado defeated MPA Anchors 2-0 at the Thomas F. Floyd in Nimba County. Invincible 11 MPA Mountain shared the spoils 0-0. MPA Anchors remain rock bottom of the league table with just 2 points in 11 matches so far this season. CC United sits 13th in the table with just 3 points as FC Cologne Liberia drops to the relegation zone for the first time this season. They sit 12th in the table with 7 points so far this season. In the second tier, Sino MPA closes in on the tabletop as Shatta SC remains the top of the league table despite sharing the spoils over the weekend. Shatta secured a 2-2 draw away to Nimba United and maintained the tabletop with 26 points in 11 matches so far this season. While Sino MPA narrowly edged out Live FC 3-2 to reduce the gap in the league race. Sino remains second with 25 points so far and a point adrift Shatta. And away from Liberia, it is round 5 in the UEFA Champions League as Lazio currently leads Celtic 2-0. Shakhtar Donetsk took the lead against Royal Antwerp as that fixture is currently 1-0. Paris Saint-Germain and Newcastle match will officially kick off at 8 p.m. AC Milan will take on Borussia Dortmund at the same time as Manchester City and RB Leipzig will also kick off at 8 p.m. PSC Young Boys and Real Star Belgrade, Porto and FC Barcelona and Feyenoord and Atletico de Madrid will also kick off at the same time. Manchester United will get an opportunity to redeem themselves in the Champions League on tomorrow when they travel to Galatasaray as Real Madrid will take on Napoli on the day. But Atabia, that's the news from the Prime Source Desk.
Many thanks to Fatou for the latest in the world of sports. To continue with more development, the Lutheran Church in Liberia has joined national government and world in the world to celebrate this year's 16 days of activism campaign with a call for serious action against one of the world's most persistent violations of human rights, violence against women. Addressing a news conference Tuesday in Monrovia, Lutheran Bishop Reverend Dr. Victor Patmore stressed the need for citizens, including government and partners, to unite in raising awareness and improving laws and services to end violence against women and girls.
Its survivors. The scale of sexual and gender-based violence are so far reaching that they at times prevent women and girls from reaching their full potential. This year's campaign highlights the need to strengthen collaboration with local and international partners and reflect on what we can each do in our own communities to eliminate the disproportionate violence faced by women and girls, thereby continuing our efforts all year round. Fellow Liberians, as we commemorate another year of 16 days of activism campaign, we call for more and serious action against one of the world's most persistent violations of human rights, violence against women. We call on everyone across the country to unite in raising awareness about gender-based violence issues and call for improved laws and service to end violence against women for good. Violence against women continues to occur at an alarming scale in every country in the world.
Lutheran Bishop Reverend Dr. Victor Patmore, the speaker at the news conference. President George Weah has written the legislature requesting for an extension to submit the 2024 fiscal draft national budget by 26 working days beginning October 31. In a letter addressed through November 31, in a letter addressed through House Speaker Buford Chambers, President Weah said his request for extension is premised on the just ended presidential and legislative election, which according to him have impacted the preparation process. Here is a highlight of Tuesday's session.
That we should receive the budget on that time. Then we can make a determination as to whether we extend or not. Because the budget will never just become the budget of the house. So don't have that, and then we can make a determination in that direction. Instead, leaving it outside and making a decision. So say the budget is on the 6th, we receive the budget on the 6th, then we can where we make a determination. According to the point that we receive the budget, we need an extension. And we should extend our position already.
We are therefore asking the executive to extend our stay beyond the date, because it's not possible to discuss the budget in 2 days. That's the trend.
To allow us to do our work, we have to measure.
Highlight there from Tuesday's session on the President's communication. President George Weah wrote the legislature requesting for an extension to submit the 2024 fiscal draft national budget by 26 working days beginning November 31. A pro-democracy group, Girl Alliance for Future Leadership, has honored and certificated 3 distinguished ladies as role models for girls across the country. Speaking at the ceremony, the advocacy officer of the alliance, Kaleatu Ba, said their decision to recognize the honorees was based on their efforts aimed at inspiring young girls to seek higher heights in the socio-economic arena.
We are a teenage female-based organization working in rights advocacy for women and girls. Our motto, today's girls, tomorrow leaders, expressing in full words our mission, empowering female teens for leadership in both the public and private sectors. Let me take this time on behalf of the girls to express profound gratitude to you for the contributions you have made over the years to the recovery process of our beloved Liberia. Like we previously communicated with you, we the girls of Liberia are not just proud of you, but cherish you as a role model. On this date each year, the world celebrates the International Day of the Girl Child. On the day, issues that affect girls and adolescent women in society are highlighted by states and governments across the world. Here in Liberia, Girls Alliance for Future Leadership used the day to recognize women across the world who have made and contribute to make impacts on society through their work. The Girls Excellent Leadership Award is the highest honor the Girls of Liberia award to women they consider as their role models. The first recipient of this award is Sister Mary Lauren Brown of the Catholic Church of Liberia. Liberian women have received our award, including our current Vice President, Her Excellency Madam Joy Howard Taylor. You are joining a long list of Liberian women who are recipients of this honor. Normally, the award night is held at the Mama Point Hotel on October 11 with a dinner for the honorees and her family and friends. The 2023 elections and the lack of finance disrupted that. Today marks a very significant moment in our lives as we bond together in the mutuality of sisterhood and the love of God that has united us all Liberian women. And this day also marks a significant moment in Liberian women's struggle for equity, equality, and justice.
Kaleatu Ba is the advocacy officer of the Girls Alliance for Future Leadership. Responding, the honorees in separate statement lauded the Girls Alliance for Future Leadership for the awards while challenging young women and girls to be role model for each other.
I encourage all women and girls to be role models for each other. We all have very special gifts that, we might think as ordinary, but can positively impact others. This is definitely a surprise, and I'm very much honored to be in the same cohort as Sister Mary Lou, Lorraine Brown, and also the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia.
On behalf of GGPSN, I want to say thank you to the Girls Alliance for Future Leadership. This award go a long way, and I am honored to receive it too, because I am a woman. So I will deliver this to DGPSN, and I know that she will be honored to be among feminine women in the society.
Well, at this juncture, we join Barclay Conley for our foreign development.
Sierra Leone's government has designated Sunday's disorder in which armed men attack institutions in the capital city as an attempted coup. The information minister there said that the gunmen had tried to subvert and overthrow the government on Sunday. The assailants attacked military barracks and prisons, freeing around 2,000 inmates, the authorities said. At least 19 people, comprising security forces and a civilian, died in the violence. The incident was a failed attempted coup. The intention was to illegally subvert and overthrow a democratically elected government, Information Minister Chino Ba said on Tuesday. The attempt failed, and plenty of the leaders are either in police custody or on the run. We try to capture them and bring them to the full force of the laws of Sierra Leone. And one person has been killed at an election rally for Democratic Republic of Congo opposition leader Moise Katumbi. His party has said the death occurred as Mr. Katumbi convoy was heading to the rally venue in the southeastern city of Kindu on Tuesday, officials said. Harvey Diakasi, spokesman of Mr. Katumbi, a symbol party, said live bullets were fired at the rally and stones were thrown. Some supporters were injured, Mr. Diakasi said. The facility is the first of the presidential campaign, which began 9 days ago and will last for a month. The elections will take place on 20 December. Local authorities are yet to publicly comment on the death. However, Peter Kazedi, the Interior Minister, urged presidential candidates to respect local authority directives during the campaign trial.
For foreign this is Abu Jordan, the curtains on today's presentation of Prime News Run. Before we take leave of you, once again, the other big stories we closely follow. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission issues asset exit declaration mandate for officials of the WES administration. LCC chairperson, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, says the action demonstrates commitment to ethical conduct and integrity. President George Weah writes the 54th legislature requesting extension to submit the 2024 national budget attributes the delayed holding of the 2023 presidential and legislative election. Police in Bong County charges Representative Josiah Marvin Cole and 9 others with multiple crimes for brutal act murder against health worker. But Representative Cole describes police charges as witch hunt. Off the home front, Sierra Leone's government has designated Sunday's disorder in which armed men attack institutions in the capital city as an attempted coup. One person has been killed at an election rally for Democratic Republic of Congo opposition leader Moise Katumbi, his party has said. With those many thanks to you for your valuable listening and viewing role. Many thanks to our news director, editors, reporters, contributors for making this edition a success. Barclay Kane brought you our local and international development. Fatimata Bari brought you sports. Samsi Wisa Sala controls and coordinated all of the sound. Ruffer Devan Brooks, the journalist, stream live on Prime FM Morovia 105.5. I've been Atabi, a presenter, bringing a wonderful Tuesday evening from the nation's capital, Morovia. Bye-bye.